Workers in many countries feel poorer today even when economies are growing because several long-term trends have reduced the share of economic gains going to labor while increasing the cost of essential goods and services. 1. Wages often lag behind living costs. If wages rise by 3% but housing, healthcare, food, and transportation rise by 5 to 8%, workers effectively lose purchasing power. Even when paychecks are larger, they may buy less than before. 2. Housing costs have surged. In many cities, home prices and rents have increased much faster than incomes. Housing is usually the largest household expense, so rising rents can consume most wage gains. 3. Productivity gains don't always reach workers. Historically, higher worker productivity often translated into higher wages. In recent decades, a larger share of productivity gains has gone to company profits, shareholders, and top executives rather than to average employees. 4. Global competition and automation. Globalization and technological change have increased competition for many jobs. Companies can outsource some work, automate tasks, or use technology to reduce labor costs, which can limit wage growth in certain sectors. 5. Declining worker bargaining power. In some countries, union membership has fallen, and workers may have less leverage to negotiate higher wages, benefits, or better working conditions. 6. More income going to capital than labor. People who own stocks, real estate, and businesses often benefit from rising asset values. Workers who rely primarily on wages may not share equally in those gains, contributing to growing wealth inequality. 7. Debt burdens. Student loans, credit card debt, car loans, and mortgages can absorb a significant portion of income, leaving less money available for saving or improving living standards. 8. Growth of precarious work. Gig work, contract work, and temporary employment can offer flexibility but may provide less job security, fewer benefits, and more volatile income than traditional employment. 9. Inflation can outpace pay raises. Periods of high inflation can quickly erode purchasing power. Even substantial nominal wage increases may fail to keep up with rising prices. 10. Wealth inequality compounds over time. People with existing wealth earn returns through investments, while those living paycheck to paycheck often cannot accumulate assets. This can widen the gap between workers and asset owners over generations. Is this happening everywhere? Not equally. The experience varies by country, industry, education level, and occupation. Some workers, particularly in high-demand fields such as certain technology, healthcare, and skilled trades occupations, have seen strong wage growth. Others have experienced stagnant wages alongside rising living costs. The core issue. Many economists would summarize the problem as, the cost of living, especially housing and other essentials, has risen faster than earnings for a large share of workers, while a growing portion of economic gains has flowed to capital owners rather than labor. That's why many people feel they are working as hard as previous generations yet finding it more difficult to build savings, buy a home, or achieve financial security.